Dear students, in the last video we have done about what now? We have done about dimensional formula, dimensional equation, what is meant by dimension, and different types of physical quantities in dimension, that is dimensional constants, variables with dimension, without dimension, what we call dimensionless. And we have done one application of dimension, that is uses of dimension, that is checking the correct, what we call that, converting from one system of unit to another system of unit. With one example we have done. Let us look at the second application. What is second application? Checking the correctness of the given physical relation. Whether the given relation to us, whether it is dimensionally correct or not, using this dimensional method, we can check it. That we go now. That is what now? Checking the dimensional consistency of an equation. Okay, what we call checking a dimensional consistency of equation. I will go here directly taking with an example. With an example like we studied, let me know there are three equations we know very well. That is v equal to u plus at. Okay, s equal to ut plus half a t square, and v square minus u square equal to 2as. By looking at this equation, we can directly tell these are correct. Why? Because we are aware of this. We know about this. We studied a lot of time. But those equations we didn't even study, which are unknown to us. How can we check? So today I am going to tell you how to check an consistency of an equation using any one of this example. Okay, and then we move on to what now? We move on to any unknown equations. Now look at here. Now we take first v equal to u plus at. I need to check whether it is consistent or not. And before going to check consistency, I want to clarify you one more concept. The concept is what? No, the thing is, whenever we are checking dimension, here the numbers will not contribute anything. Example, if I say L plus L, it is not 2L, it is what now? Just L only. Why so, sir? Like this, why it is not 2 is considered? Because in the case of dimensional method, it will not give any importance for what? No, numbers. There is no importance for numbers. That is one of the biggest demerit of what? No, dimensional analysis. Okay, so if I say L plus L is what? No, it is a L only, not 2L. If I say it is M plus M, only it is M, and you cannot add M plus L, it is not allowed. Okay, that is not allowed in the case of dimensional method. Let us check one equation. S equal to, v equal to u plus at. I'll take now v equal to u plus at. Now we know the dimensional formula for v is what now? V equal to L t to the power of minus 1. This we can write like this also, m to the power of 0 L t to the power of minus 1. M to the power of 0 means 1 is same as it is. Now initial velocity or final velocity or any type of velocity will be same thing. Again this formula is what now? M power 0 L t to the power of minus 1. And acceleration we know it is again m power 0 L t to the power of minus 2. And time we know t. So we put this values here. Let us check these values now one by one. V means what now? M to the power of 0 L t to the power of minus 1. That is equal to u m to the power of 0 L t to the power of minus 1 into acceleration is plus, it is acceleration is how much? M power 0 L t to the power of minus 2 into time is what now? T. Now look at left hand side is m power 0 L t to the power of minus 1 equal to, this is as it is, m power 0 L t to the power of minus 1 plus, here we need to multiply these two. Now m is there, m I'll keep it as it is, m power 0. L is there is no L here, L I'll keep it as it is. T power minus 2, here t power plus 1 is there, it will become t to the power of minus 1. Now look at here, m power 0, m power 0, l power 1, l power 1, t to the power of minus 1, t to the power of minus 1. It is like simple in this way. Both are same type. I can write now, it is not 2 times. I can write just what now, m to the power of 0, l, t to the power of minus 1. On left hand side, m power 0, l, t to the power of minus 1. Now look at the dimensions of m, l, t on both sides. Dimension of m on both sides, here and here, power 0, 0. So that is correct. L to the power of dimension 1, here also is 1, correct. T to the power of minus 1, here also minus 1. No, the thing is, on both sides of the equation, the dimensions of a fundamental quantity remains constant, then this equation is dimensionally true or correct. Okay, so this is a way of checking. If both are same, then dimension is correct. If not, sir, okay, if I get here L square, sir, here L power 1 is there, here L power 2 is there. In that case, what will happen, sir? It is not dimensionally true or it is not correct. It is a dimensionally wrong equation. Okay, like that we need to check. So let us take now any other example. Can we take any other example? Okay, so if I take one more example, like let me take now S equal to ut plus half a t square. Sir, please check for this equation whether this equation is dimensionally correct or not. How can we check? Again same method. We know we are going to put the values. S means what now? Distance, that is a length. So we write m to the power of 0, l to the power of 1 and t to the power of 0. We can write like this, not an issue. U is what now? M to the power of 0, L, t to the power of minus 1 and time t as it is, capital T, plus 1 by 2. Here I told you numbers are not at all considered, it is neglected, so I am going to neglect it. Acceleration is what now? M to the power of 0, L, t to the power of minus 2 and time here t and its square is the t to the power of 2. Now left hand side I keep it as it is, m power 0, L, t power 0, that is equal to here m to the power of 0, L as it is, t to the power of minus 1, t to the power of plus 1 become t to the power of 0 plus here m power 0, L as it is, t to the power of minus 2 into t to the power of plus 2 become t to the power of 0. Now look at, since both the quantities on right hand side is same, I can add them, m power 0, L, t power 0, that is equal to m power 0, L, t power 0. Now compare the dimension of m, L, t on both sides. M here 0, here 0, L 1, here 1, here 1, t 0, t 0, means this equation is dimensionally correct. Okay, if I take one wrong equation, let me take one wrong equations, so even it will get to give an idea to you. Okay, if I take an equation like this equation, v square minus u square equal to 2as into t. Is it correct equation? No, it is wrong equation, but we need to prove it dimensionally now. Let us prove that dimensionally now. V is velocity, m power 0, L, t to the power of minus 1 and its square, minus is this one, m power 0, L, t to the power of minus 2, okay, not minus 2, minus 1, its square, equal to 2 into, acceleration is how much, students? Acceleration is m power 0, L, t to the power of minus 2. A is, okay, next is L, for S, t is time. Now left hand side look at same physical quantity, we can subtract, means it will be same thing, not 0 now. Okay, m to the power of 0 and square is there, it will become L square, t to the power of minus 2. Or else do one thing, let me clear you more. Since I can write now m to the power of 0, L to the power of minus and t to the power of minus 2 whole square. Same thing, minus 2 times of. So 2 is not considered now. So this will be neglected. so neglected. It is m to the power of 0. L here, 1 time L is there, it will become L square. And t here minus 2, and here 1 is there, minus 1. Okay, now if we square it, it will become m power 0, L square, and t to the power of minus 4. That is equal to m power 0, L power 2, t to the power of minus 1. Now you compare the dimensional formulas, powers of a dimension, means what we call the dimension of fundamental quantities, m to the power of 0, 0. Both sides, okay. Now look at L, 2, and here also L to the power of 2, same. Now look at the term t power 4 here and t power minus 2. So this equation is dimensionally what? Now false. This is not correct. Okay, like this we are going to check. This is not correct. Why? Because vector conditionality, it is not allowed. So like this we are going to check what now? Dimensional consistency of an equation. Okay, so next, look at now next application. Next application is what now? Derive the relationship between various physical quantities. What now? Relationship between various physical quantities. Now, this also I do with an example. Consider a stone of mass how much? M, revolving in a circular path. Revolving what now? Circular path with center O, radius is how much? R. And now since the particle is moving in a circular path, what force will act? Centripetal force will act towards the center, that is F. Okay, and this particle moving with the velocity what now? V. Now I want to derive the relationship between M, V, R and F. They given that in the question, F is depends on these three quantities. F depends on what now? Velocity. F depends on what now? Mass. F depends on radius. Now I want to find the expression for F in terms of M, V, R. I need to find out. In order to find out, I assume now. What I assume? F is proportional to mass, velocity and radius R. The powers I don't know, right? So I will take a powers as now A, B, C. I don't know what powers they are going to enter. I need to find the numbers, means powers. Here proportionality I will replace. I will write F equal to K into M to the power of A, V to the power of B, and okay, R to the power of C, where K is what now? Constant. K is what now? Constant. That constant value cannot be determined using dimensional method. That's a demerit. Okay. Now M means what now? Mass. F means what now? Dimensional formula for force. We need to write. So it is M L T to the power of minus 2 equal to K is a constant. K we keep it as it is. M means mass. We write M to the power of how much? A. And next V means velocity. Its formula L T to the power of minus 1 power B, and R is a distance, L to the power of now how much? C. Now left hand side I keep it as it is, M L T power minus 2. Right hand side K into M. Any other M's are there? No, only M, that is M power L, right? L, if I take L, here L to the power of B and L to the power of C, it will become B plus C. And T to the power of minus 1, T to the power of minus 1. Now I will apply principle of homogeneity. What I do? I will apply principle of what now? According to principle of homogeneity, I will take what now? The powers of a dimensional quantity on both sides must be equal. So like I am going to compare the powers of M and M here. Here M power A is there, here M power 1 is there. I will write now A equal to 1. Here L power B plus C is there, L power 1 is there. I will write B plus C equal to 1. And here T power minus 1 is there, here T power minus 2 is there. I will write it on minus 2, it is C, it is plus C. Not plus C, wait, here it is L to the power of b plus c and t to the power of minus b. It is what now? It is t to the power of minus b. So now minus b minus 2, I can write minus b equal to minus 2. Means what I have done, just comparing the dimension of a fundamental quantities on both sides. So a to the power of 1, L to the power of b plus c, that is equal to 1 here, and t to the power of minus b, right? Minus b here, minus 2. Now from this we can get b equal to 2, right? So we got the value of b and we got a value of a. We need to get a value of what now? C. Now look at now, C value we need to get. Can I write C equal to 1 minus b? Okay, 1 minus b value is 2. It will become minus 1. So C value got minus 1. So let us value these values. What I am going to do? I am going to insert here. Okay, let us insert now one by one. F equal to, there is a proportional constant k. We take k. M to the power of a. M to the power of a, how much we got? 1. 1. That is m only. And v to the power of b. So v to the power of b means what? 2. So v square. And r to the power of c. R to the power of c is minus 1. Okay. So m to the power of what now? 1. V to the power of b, that is what now? B is 2. And c power what now? Minus 1. So this I will write like this now. This I will write f equal to k into m v square. But this r will come to now r. This is the formula how they are related. Okay, since as I know k value is 1, it will become what now? F equal to m v square by r. That is the centripetal force acting on a body. Okay, so this is how we are going to build. But this value of k we will not get to know. We just leave it here only. Okay, this is how we are going to build the relationship among various physical quantities. How force is related to mass, velocity, radius, like that. Okay, this is what now? Third application of dimensional analysis. Let us have one or two questions related to this so that we can understand even better. Okay, have a look at the question now. There is a famous relation in physics which relate moving mass is how much? M. To the rest mass we call what now? M naught. So M is a moving mass, M naught is the rest mass of a particle in terms of speed v and speed of light c. Okay, that is a famous relation. But a boy recalls the relation almost correctly, but he forgot to put the constant value c. Where he want to put, he don't know. He forgot it. So he wrote like this equation. M equal to m naught by 1 minus v square whole to the power of 1 by 2. Guess now, we need to guess where to put missing c value in this equation. Now we can use this dimensional method now. In this dimensional method, we can use this dimensional method and we can simplify easy way. Because the dimension on left side and right side must be same, right? According to the principle of homogeneity. So on the left side, what equation is there? Mass is there. So if I write dimensional formula for mass, how much I got? L power 0, m power 1 and t power 0. Or else simply just I can write m. So on the right hand side also, I should get just only m. But here look at the term now. In the numerator, what is there? M naught is there. So I'll write m naught as just mass m naught, or mass is m, divided by 1 will not be considered, negative will not be considered. V square is there. V square means what now? L t to the power of minus 1 whole square. Now there is an additional quantity, right? Velocity. So if I divide the same quantity with one more L t to the power of minus 2 whole square, then this and this will cancel. This term and this term will cancel. You get m again. So this m become what equal to same no m. So then left side and right side become same, right? So now what I should do? In the denominator I should put what now? L t to the power of minus 2 means like speed. Speed is again what now? C. So I could write now what I can write now as m equal to m naught by 1 minus v square by c square whole to the power of 1 by 2. Because dimensional formula for speed of light and velocity both are same, both will get cancelled. So this dimensional will cancel, we get only m here also, we get m here also. So this is the way you need to put. This is the famous relation where we get whenever the body moving nearly equal to speed of light, then the body mass is going to change. Okay, how? Like this equation given by this equation. Okay, when the body is moving nearly equal to speed of light, about nearly 3 lakh km per hour. That case, if not, then the mass of the body remains constant. Okay, now let us look at the one more question. One more question is what now? The question is a book with many printing errors. A book is there. Okay, there are many printing errors are there in a book. Contain 4 different formulas. Okay, for the displacement y. For what now? For displacement we indicate now y. Particle undergoing certain periodic motion. Now in these 4 equations A, B, C, D, now the thing is now A means what? Maximum displacement, what we call amplitude, V is speed, and T is time period. Now they are asking us to rule out the wrong equation or wrong formula on dimensional ground. Means using the concept of dimensional analysis, I need to rule out, I need to strike out which one is wrong or how many are wrong. Now the constant and variables values are very important here. Now look at, as we know, theta is what type? It is dimensionless constant or dimensionless variable. It is dimensionless variable. Now look at the thing here. So here actually it is sine theta. Means the theta place what is there? 2 pi by t is there. 2 pi small t by capital T means its dimension should become 0. It should not possess any dimension, then this equation is correct. So now look at the first equation. Left side displacement, that is dimensional formula L equal to. Here again what now? It is amplitude means distance, it is a dimensional formula L, and sine theta it must become what now? No dimension. Now look at 2 pi is a constant where numerator t, array t and denominator t cancel. So this left side equal to right side. So this is dimensionally correct. Now second thing, look at second one, y, that is L, displacement, that is again what now? Amplitude L. Now look at v into t, this theta, right, it should become what now? Dimensionless velocity, that is theta equal to v into t. Velocity is what now? L t to the power of minus 1 and t. So t to the power of minus 1 and t cancel, it will become L. So now theta is possessing a dimensional formula. How much it is? L. But actually theta is what now? Dimensionless variable. So it is wrong. So our answer is correct is what now? One answer. This is correct answer as per the question. Means this is a wrong equation. Okay, this is a wrong equation because it is possessing dimensional formula. So it will become what now? It will become again L. So it will become L into L square. So it is all matching. Okay. Now next thing is, now look at the third equation. Now in this third, it is L. It is A by T. A by T means t to the power of minus 1. A means amplitude L. Sine t by A. Again this is theta. So it should be dimensionless. So theta equal to what now? T by A. T means capital T. A means what now? L to the power of minus 1 now. Because amplitude is L, will take it in numerator. So again theta is possessing some dimensional formula. So actually it should not possess. So it is also wrong equation. Now look at the last equation. Y, that is dimensional formula is L, and A, amplitude, dimensional formula is L. Amplitude nothing but what now, students? You know, if I taken a wave, if the wave is traveling like this, the maximum displacement of the particle from this mean position is what we call amplitude. So this is a value of what now? This is the value of amplitude. Okay, now this case, look at here, it is L and L. Now look at this quantity now. it should be dimensionless. See, time cancelled, dimensionless, time cancelled, dimensionless. So it is a right equation. Now in these three, this one is dimensionally true, this one is dimensionally true, but these two are what now? These two are false equation. According to the question, they are asking us to rule out what now? To rule out the wrong formula. So what are those things? B and C. So B and C are wrong formulas. So these are the questions. This is about the concept of dimension analysis. If you find any doubt regarding this chapter, about any concept, you can post in the comment box. So this question I didn't get, so that we will make a separate video for those questions and we'll upload in the channel. Okay, thank you all students.